Welcome back, everybody, to the final of the LMS Premier League 2019. 150 runs separates legends from lifting the trophy. Zain Fakir to bowl the first over, and Hassan Naqvi and Hamza Qasim are the two openers. Hassan Naqvi is on strike. The Raiders team finalizing their field placings as the match is about to get underway. I do believe that it's 10-15 runs under par, but you never know. A couple of early wickets and the match can change. The first ball, Hassan Naqvi smacks it over mid-wicket for a huge six. What a statement of intent. Zain Fakir just tossed it up there. It was more of a warm-up delivery, and Hassan Naqvi just smacked it over cow corner. What a great six that was. What a statement of intent. Well, we all know what Hassan Naqvi is thinking, and if he can carry this on for another 10-15 balls, I think the match will be all but over. So what can Zain Fakir do now? Second ball coming up. Outside off stump. I think that was a harsh call. He gives it a wide. Shorter in length and wide outside off stump. I think that's definitely a better plan from Zain Fakir. He's a very underrated bowler. He's been one of the better bowlers in this tournament, but never really gets the limelight. Oh, quicker one again. Good length into the stumps this time. I don't think he's going to be flighting it up anytime soon. At least not in this over to Hassan Naqvi again. Another quicker one. Oh, another huge six. Hassan Naqvi comes out of his crease and he just smashes it over long off this time. I don't think the length was bad really. He just came down the track, and he's a tall batsman with a long reach. What a statement of intent. That's all I can say. Hassan Naqvi is a very dangerous batsman. He can change the complexion of the game in a couple of deliveries. And that's exactly what he has done. The 150 now really does not seem a competitive total. The Raiders have beaten the Legends twice in the group stages, I would like to remind you. And in the last game, Hassan Naqvi got out to Zain Fakir. That's what the Raiders are banking on. Is it third time's the charm for the Legends? Faiz Kamar near the commentary box. He's saying that Hassan Naqvi is a confidence player, and the captain and vice captain Faiz and Zain both have given Hassan Naqvi a lot of confidence before the final, and that's really showing both in his bowling and his batting.
हमें बावसूख जराए से ये पता चला है कि हसन नकवी जो लेजेंड्स का व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप है उसमें सबसे पॉपुलर प्लेयर हैं और बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग कंटेंट ये शेयर करते रहते हैं उस व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में. फाइज कमर ने हमें ये इन्फॉर्मेशन दी है कि हसन नकवी जो है अपनी जवानी की बहुत ज़्यादा जो यादें हैं वो सबके साथ ताज़े वो भेजते हैं और लोगों को इंस्पायर करते हैं. लेकिन जो स्टार्ट हसन नकवी ने अभी दे दिया है इस टीम को, एकदम से बहुत डिमोरलाइजिंग सा ये स्टार्ट है और ज़ैन फकीर 3 बॉलों पे 13 रन कंसीड कर चुके हैं. टूर्नामेंट के बेस्ट बॉलर थे अभी तक. तो एक बहुत ह्यूज स्टेटमेंट ऑफ इंटेंट फ्रॉम हसन नकवी. और एक और स्मैशिंग स्ट्रेट ड्राइव. मतलब जिस लिहाज अगर आप लोग देख सकें स्क्रीन पे जिस तरह वो बैट मार रहे हैं ना जमीन पे, पिच वहां से बर्बाद हो जाएगी.
Four balls, 17 runs, and not all sixes are the same. Some sixes are more demoralizing than others, and I think these are one of the 2 most demoralizing sixes I've seen. Last ball of the over. Outside off stump. Quick. Hassan Naqvi misses the cut. Maybe it was a mis-stumping. Either way, no real damage done to Hassan Naqvi in that over. 1 over gone, 17 runs. Heather Bukhari for the Raiders coming in to bowl the second over. Can he get the danger man Hassan Naqvi out? Can he stop the flow of runs? Can he produce a bit of magic for the Raiders? Here he comes. First ball. Swings it in. Very nice length. It was on fourth stump. Swung back in and came onto off stump. Hamza Qasim playing with the straight bat. Pushes it towards the straight boundary for a single. The man everybody's come here to see bat. Hassan Naqvi is back on strike. Heather Bukhari is going to swing it in again. Full. Is it going to be full? Is it going to be on the stumps? Isn't going to go out of the ground. That's the question. Did not really swing that much. It was outside off stump and he's scythed it away to the extra cover boundary. But Akil has done an excellent job to just keep it to 2. He hit it extremely hard. I thought it was going for 4, but Akil has done an excellent job on the long off boundary. Heather really needs the ball to swing if he's going to get Hassan Naqvi out. Poor ball outside off stump. That's the pressure of Hassan Naqvi, and that's another wide. I think Heather Bukhari is overthinking it a little bit. If he can get it, get an in-swinging Yorker here. Oh, the ball did not swing again, and he slashed it outside off stump towards the extra cover boundary for 4 again. This is definitely the Hassan Naqvi show going on right now, and I keep on saying it, 3-4 more overs of Hassan Naqvi, and the match is all but dead. He's not swinging the ball at all ever since Hassan Naqvi's come on strike. And that's what the difference is between a good batsman and... Oh my God! What a beautiful pull shot for 6. Heather Bukhari tried a bouncer. It wasn't really quick enough, and I mean, that is just brilliant, brilliant hitting there, and the Legends team are overly ecstatic.
इसी असना में फायज कमर ने बिल्कुल मौका हाथ से नहीं जाने दिया कैमरा में आने का. उन्होंने कहा कि ये कैसे हो सकता है कि लाइमलाइट हसन नकवी ले जाएं. टोपियों उछालते हुए ग्राउंड में आ गए. इंतहाई अननेसेसरी फायज कमर की जानिब से, और अब तेज भाग के सबको अपनी स्पीड से इंप्रेस करना चाह रहे हैं. ये देखें इनकी हरकत है. 2 क्लास का बच्चा छोटा सा. अल्लाह करे फायज ये कमेंट्री बाद में ना सुने, क्योंकि अपनी वो खुद बैटिंग नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो आई एम होपफुल कि वो नहीं देखेंगे. अगर वो खुद बैटिंग कर रहे होते तो यकीनन वो ये कमेंट्री दोबारा सुनते. अब्बास को मैं दावत दूंगा, अब्बास आए आप कमेंट्री में हमें ज्वाइन करें.
सर मैं इस लड़के के बारे में क्या, लड़का है बोल रहा हूँ, आदमी के बारे में क्या बात करूं. उसने बरकस निकाल दिया 2 लड़कों का. 6-6 6.5 फुट के बंदे इस टाइम पे मार खा रहे हैं. ये हैदर बुखारी दोबारा आने लगे. हैदर बुखारी तेजी से आ रहे हैं और मेरे ख्याल से तेजी से जाना चाहिए. एक छक्का और एक बहुत जोर से शॉट, और ये अकील को साथ ही ले जाएगा, और अकील बच गए. अकील दूसरे रन के लिए भाग रहे हैं भाई. वो ओए होए इतनी जोर से हसन नकवी को इस टाइम पे ड्रम स्टिक नजर आ रही है डबी को देते हुए.
Abbas, what do you think the way Hassan Naqvi is batting? Who do you think should be bowling right now? Who can get Hassan Naqvi out in this form?
Sir, the only person who can get him out is Hassan Naqvi himself. जब वो अभी निकल के जो छक्का मारेंगे तब वो आउट हो जाएंगे. और वैसे शर्जील नियाजी काफ़ी केपेबल हैं, क्योंकि थोड़ी सी शॉर्ट बॉल कराते हैं और बॉडी के ऊपर आती है स्किड करके, तो हो सकता है ये लेकिन इस फील्डर तक कैरी करेगी कि नहीं लॉन्ग ऑन पे या लॉन्ग ऑफ पे, वो बाद में बताएगा.
I think Shajil Niazi is definitely the best bowler of the tournament, and they've brought him on to. I mean, really, Raiders need some magic right now, and they're hoping Shajil Niazi can deliver. Hassan Naqvi is on strike. Will the ball swing for Shajil Niazi? Runs into ball. No swing. Good length. It was a good ball and it just went away to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. I think Abbas is very right. The only person who can get Hassan Naqvi right now is Hassan Naqvi himself. If he doesn't do anything foolish, I think, I mean, it's very difficult to see who can get Hassan Naqvi out right now. Hassan Naqvi has made 35 runs on 12 balls so far. Shajil Niazi, second ball coming up of the over. Oh, short ball, outside off stump. It's in the gap, lands safely. Poor running there. They should have gone for the double. Abbas, do you think this is the right line for him? Short outside off stump? Because anything in the wickets and he seems to smash it for 6.
बिल्कुल, ये कुछ भी आउटसाइड ऑफ स्टंप हो और शॉर्ट हो, वो नकवी के लिए डिफिकल्ट होता है. ये यूजुअली पॉप्स बॉल अप, और ये एक और गंदी डिलीवरी. ये विकेट्स मानना पड़ेगा. आई थिंक दे शुड मेक हमजा कासिम प्ले ऑन द फ्रंट फुट. दैट वाज नॉट अ वाइड. द अंपायर सेज इट्स ऑफ द थाई पैड. खैर, वापस आते हैं हसन नकवी पे. हसन नकवी जी बिल्कुल आउटसाइड ऑफ स्टंप हो, शॉर्ट हो या स्लो, इवन उस पे भी थोड़ा सा खराब होते हैं और उस पे आउट होते हैं. आज जिस तरह हमें उन्होंने मारा है, उन्होंने हलाल करके मारा. उन्होंने मतलब जिन जिन की को मारा है उनका इतना कुछ लाल हो गया कि समझ नहीं आ रही वो ठीक भी होगा कि नहीं होगा. वो मतलब माइक पे बता भी नहीं सकते कि क्या क्या लाल हुआ. और ये एक अच्छी बॉल शजील नियाजी की, लेकिन ये 4 रन हो गए और ये डाइव मारेंगे हैदर बुखारी या नहीं. हैदर बुखारी ने फुटबॉल खेली और गिर गए. और समीउल्लाह हैदर बुखारी, ये लें जी. तैमूर नसीर के जेन में कोई अच्छी बात आ रही है? नहीं, वो कह रहे हैं नहीं, मेरे कोई जेन में नहीं बात है. उन्होंने हारिस को देख के आंख मार दी है. हारिस, आपकी बात करना चाहती हैं?
मैं बस अब ये हो गया है कि कितने ओवर्स हो गए? ओवर्स कितने हो गए? आफ्टर 3 ओवर्स द स्कोर इज 39 रन्स. अब 2 टीम्स ही ऑस्ट्रेलिया जा रही हैं. एक पिछले टूर्नामेंट की स्ट्राइकर्स और इस टूर्नामेंट की प्रॉब्ली लेजेंड्स लग रही है कि जा रही है. अब्बास भाई ने अभी कोई बात की थी पीछे खड़े होकर कि अब अच्छी बात है कि हमारे पास पूल ऑफ प्लेयर्स बड़ा हो गया है, और उन्होंने बात भी मुझसे की है इत्तेफाक से. ये बात मुझे इतनी ज़्यादा अच्छी नहीं लगी, लेकिन मैं पूरी कोशिश होगी कि हम अपना वीज़ा लगवा के हम सब एज अ टीम जाएं, स्ट्राइकर्स ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाए. और तो स्ट्राइकर्स एज पूल अच्छा पूल ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाए, और स्विमिंग पूल के अंदर सिर्फ वही लोग जाएं जो पिछले टूर्नामेंट जिन्होंने जितवाया.
हर इंसान फ्यूचर प्लानिंग कर रहा होता है, और कुछ और हर इन्वेस्टमेंट आप रिटर्न के लिए नहीं करते, यू नो. तो समझदार लोग बैठे हुए मेरे आसपास. अच्छा अब्बास, मैंने ये पूछना था आपसे कि हमने सुने में है कि आप कीनिया से ढूंढ के लाए हैं हसन नकवी को, क्योंकि एलएमएस सर्किट पे आपने इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया है. तो कीनिया में कहाँ आपने इनको ढूंढा?
मैं आपको करेक्ट करता हूँ, कीनिया नहीं, युगांडा से आए हैं. ये कीनिया तो कहीं मिल जाता है मैप पे, युगांडा तो मैप पे भी नहीं मिलता. ये मतलब वहां से ढूंढ के लाए हैं. ये बेसिकली फाइंड थी मुबशर हसन भट्टी की. ये लास्ट ईयर आए थे, एलईसी के अगेंस्ट मैच खेला था. तो तैमूर नसीर एक प्लेयर होते हैं यहाँ पे, बहुत बड़े प्लेयर हैं, बॉलर हैं रादर. तो उनको जिस ग्राउंड में हम बैठे हैं उसकी टैंकियों पे पड़े थे शॉट. टीमी कहते हुए कि मैं आउट उधर नहीं होता. देखें, उन्होंने साथ ही टॉपिक लेके जाके कहा कि मुझे आउट कर दी. मैं तो बॉलर हूं, मुझे कर लो आउट. हसन नकवी को कुछ हो गया है, हसन नकवी को नजर लग गई है. ये अब उनकी टीम या तो खुश हो रही होगी कि इनको ऑस्ट्रेलिया नहीं लेके जाना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि महंगा भी पड़ सकता है, क्योंकि खाना भी बहुत ज़्यादा खाते हैं। और एक और बात बताता चलूँ, ये बेसिकली AFA के लिए काम करती है, तो ये AFA की फाइन है।
नूर दस्तगीर कैमरे की आंख से दूर, लेकिन हमारे कमेंट्री बॉक्स से बिल्कुल सामने हसन फारूक के साथ। पता नहीं क्या समझा रहे हैं उनको। मेरा ख्याल है या तो अगली प्रीमियर लीग की प्लानिंग नूर ने अभी से स्टार्ट कर दी हुई है। मीनवाइल आई होप के हसन नकवी की इंजरी जो है सीरियस नहीं है। काफी तकलीफ में लग रहे हैं हसन नकवी।
हसन नकवी काफ़ी तकलीफ में लग रहे हैं। मेरे ख्याल से उनके एंकल पे बॉल लगी है। मेरे ख्याल से 1122 को कॉल कर देनी चाहिए। उससे याद है, जैन मलिक हमारे एक प्लेयर हैं, उनकी तबीयत के बारे में पूछना चाहूँगा, क्या वो अब ठीक हैं? और मैं सबको ये ताकीद करना चाहूँगा कि कोई भी हार्ड बॉल क्रिकेट खेलें, हेलमेट ज़रूर पहने, चाहे स्पिनर हो या फास्ट बॉलर हो, वेयर हेलमेट। और तैमूर नसीर बताते हुए कि इन्होंने पिछली दफ़ा गार्ड नहीं पहना, तो अब से गार्ड भी पहनेंगे। अच्छा, तैमूर नसीर को तो फील्डिंग करते हुए भी हेलमेट की जरूरत पड़ सकती है। मैं एक किस्सा बताता हूँ आपको। मैं लॉन्ग ऑन पे फील्डिंग कर रहा था, तैमूर नसीर लॉन्ग ऑफ पे फील्डिंग कर रहे थे। मेरे ख्याल से मुराद शाहिद ने शॉट मारी थी, असद बुखारी ने शॉट मारी थी। इन्होंने हाथ तो बीच में रखे थे, लेकिन सुराख छोड़ दिया था, इनके माथे पे लग के छक्का हो गया था। मुझे लग रहा है हसन नकवी की इंजरी काफ़ी ज़्यादा हो गई है। आई थिंक वी शुड कॉल सम इमरजेंसी सर्विसेज।
Abbas going inside to see Hassan Naqvi. I think it's very unfortunate, and I don't think Hassan Naqvi will be able to carry on, at least for the moment. I think they are asking Hassan Naqvi to come out, and Zainul Abidin is going to go in his place. I think this is very unfortunate for the legends, and definitely unfortunate for Hassan Naqvi. We'll keep you updated of his health. I think he's what he's gotten up. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to play right now or not. I think we have good news. He's standing up. He seems okay. Faiz and Zurain are asking if he is fit enough to continue, and he's given the affirmative. So the Hassan Naqvi show continues. I'm not sure how the break and the injury will affect his batting from now on, but the 3 overs that we've had so far, they've been absolute blockbuster from Hassan Naqvi, single-handedly taking the chase on and taking the wind out of the Raiders' sails. Ali Bhatti comes in the bowl to Hamza Qasim. Outside off, another wide. The Raiders have a very good bowling attack, especially a very nice fast bowling attack. But right now, they've made to look very ordinary by Hassan Naqvi. And I think the key difference here so far has been that the ball has not been swinging for them. This is another wide by Ali Bhatti. They've completely lost the plot. Outside off some this time, Hamza Qasim drives it for a single outside off. Yeah, so I was cut short, unfortunately. I was saying that the key difference between the Raiders' bowling attack generally in the tournament and this final has been that the ball has not been swinging for them. This is in stark contrast to the fast bowlers of the legends. Both Faiz and Uzair Afridi were swinging it with the new ball. And Haider Bukhari, Sharjeel Niazi and Ali Bhatti now have not really swung the ball. That's 4 overs gone, and Legends still on top. Shajil Niazi coming up for the 5th over now. Hassan Naqvi on strike. Mind you, he got injured in the last over, so I'm not sure if he will be able to continue in the form that he was playing for the first 3 overs. We'll see in this over. Raiders desperately hoping for a breakthrough. Until and unless they get Hassan Naqvi out, I don't see them winning this match. Good length ball. It seamed in a little bit. The ball pitched on middle stump and it moved inside. Hassan Naqvi completely missed it. It hit the pads and they've run 3 runs off the leg byes. Very nice running. I've been a little bit critical of their running in the first 4 overs, but on this particular occasion, I think they did really, really well. Zen and Faiz looking very confident and happy in the dugout. As well they should be. Raiders obviously seem troubled because of the scorecard so far. Good length ball on middle stump. Hamza Qasim is also injured. He's just jogging for a single now. So you have 2 batsmen who are both injured playing. But as we've said repeatedly, Hassan Naqvi keeps on making up the slow running by his incredible hitting. What's going to happen this ball? Shajil Niazi runs in. Ball's another good length ball, stays a bit low, and Hassan Naqvi has really slowed down after the injury. It takes another single towards the leg side. It's been a good over so far. But I feel the key difference is not in Shajil Niazi's bowling. It's more so in Hassan Naqvi's batting, who after the injury is really not looking like his pre-injury self. Another good ball. Hamza Qasim plays it towards third man and he runs for a couple. Maybe could have been tight at the non-striker's end if the keeper collected it and threw it to the bowler, but the keeper could not collect it in time, and as such, Shajil Niazi coming into ball, his last ball of the over. It's been a good, decent over so far. Full towards the stumps. Hamza Qasim just places it towards the square leg boundary for a single. A relatively tight over from the Raiders. Ali Bhatti coming in again to bowl. The Raiders trying to rein the Legends back in. Balls into the stumps. Hamza Qasim content to just take singles. He places it towards mid wicket. Hassan Naqvi back on strike. Ali Bhatti looking to bowl length into the stumps. That's what the plan seems to be from the Raiders. Slow ball. Hassan Naqvi misses it completely. I think the injury has really impacted Hassan Naqvi. He has not hit one single boundary after he got injured. Well wide outside off stump, and that's wide given by the umpire. Ali Bhatti runs in again. Hassan Naqvi looking to hit a boundary. Outside off stump, good length. Hassan wanted to smack it out of the park, but unfortunately does not connect. The Raiders reining the Legends back in somewhat. Outside off stump, it's a good cutter. It cuts back in. Hassan Naqvi leaves it thinking it's a wide, but I think that's a very good decision by the umpire. And it's a very good, smart ball by Ali Bhatti, and Hassan Naqvi is really, really frustrated now. Outside off stump again, good length. Hassan Naqvi sides it away to the point boundary, and that is really poor fielding by Ahmed Mela at the point boundary. He could have stopped it, but tried to do it with the boot. Could not connect, and it goes for 4. 6 overs, 60 runs. 90 runs required in 14 overs. Less than 7 and over. All 8 wickets in hand. Ahmed Mela, captain of the Raiders, deciding he's going to bring himself back into He's going to bring himself on to bowl. Hamza Qasim is on strike. Raiders desperately need a wicket. Nothing going their way so far. However, I still do think they have an opening. Hassan Naqvi has not been the same force after he got injured in the 3rd over. Oh, bowl him. Good length ball into the stumps. And a very ordinary shot by Hamza Qasim. He was just trying to pull it towards the mid-wicket boundary. It wasn't short enough to pull. It was a good length ball. He should have played it maybe down the ground. Not the wicket the Raiders were looking for ideally, but they will definitely take it. You know, in cricket we always say it's not over until it's over. It's not over until the fat lady sings. And while the fat lady is in the room, she's not really started singing yet. It's going to be challenging, it's going to be difficult, but the Raiders can still pull it back. Importantly, they have to believe that they can pull it back. Captain of the Legends, Zainul Abidin Suhail, goes into bat. He got out first ball, bowled in the semi-final. Can he make a bigger contribution in the final? The pressure is still on the Raiders, but at least now they have an opening, especially with the fact that Hassan Naqvi is not hitting as well as he was pre-injury. Maybe they can tie him down a little bit, get him frustrated, and get him to play an ordinary shot. Let's see what will happen. At the moment, Zainul Abidin is on strike. Both of these players, Zainul Abidin and Ahmed Mela, play together in the Division A League for LSE Legends. So they're very familiar with each other. They know each other's strengths and weaknesses. The Raiders will be hoping Mela can exploit Zen's weaknesses, particularly early on, but he's, I think, a little bit weak when the ball comes into the stumps. Ahmed Mela, oh, the ball cuts back in. Very nice delivery. Bat and pad very close together. The umpire says it's bat first. Ahmed Mela with a huge appeal. He thought it was pad first. Very, very tight. Could have been a big, big breakthrough. But Ahmed Mela, 2 balls, 1 wicket, and a huge appeal. This is the sort of over that the Raiders needed. Hassan Naqvi, can he get his wicket? Ahmed Mela. A little bit full towards the mid-wicket boundary and will go for 4. Ahmed Mela wanted the fielder to put in a better effort. I thought he did a decent enough job. I think he was in the wrong position. He should have been more towards the mid-wicket as opposed to cow corner. Regardless, the end result is 4 runs. Ahmed Mela not happy, frustrated. We have in the commentary box with me Hamza Rizwan. Hamza is a member of the Raiders squad. He's not playing today, but he's a member of their squad. Hamza Rizwan, what do you think? Hamza Rizwan, what do you think the Raiders should do right now? How can they get Hassan Naqvi out?
मुझे नहीं लगता हसन नकवी को आउट कर सकते हैं. 2 स्कोर रह गए और वो 50 करके बाहर आ जाएंगे तो 30 बॉल्स.
Ahmed Mela coming into bowl. Oh, huge 6. 2 full again. And it's a huge 6 towards cow corner. That's 50 for Hassan Naqvi. It's a 25 ball, 53. An excellent, excellent effort. And honestly, the Legends would have to play an extremely idiotic game from here on out to lose the tournament. The ball goes out of the ground, and I think with it goes the Raiders' hopes. It has to be said that Hassan Naqvi played an excellent innings. He made 53 of 24 balls, but the more remarkable thing is that on the first 12 balls, he had made 37 runs. He got injured in the 3rd over, and he actually slowed down after that, and he made another 15, 16 runs on the next 12 balls. Prior to that, he was just going berserk. But in the end, it's still an excellent, excellent result by Hassan Naqvi. What a great innings. Faiz Kamar now on strike against Ahmed Mela. Faiz places it towards the cover fielder for a single. Faiz will be constantly looking for 2s. That's his modus operandi. He's going to be looking for 2s throughout the ground. And I think these 2 players right now for the Legends are the ideal. This is the ideal batting pair for them. They only need 6 runs in over, and as long as they don't do anything stupid, they should win the game. And I think both of these batsmen are experienced enough to just work it around the ground for singles and doubles and ensure that nothing stupid happens. Ali Raheel comes into bowl. He's another good bowler. He's a right arm leg break. Looks to turn the ball away from the batsman. But I mean, he's facing a very uphill battle. It's a very difficult challenge. 6 runs in over is not really a challenging run rate. The only way Raiders can win is if they can get Legends all out. 7 wickets required by Raiders to win the tournament. They need a few magic deliveries, and ideally they want them now.
बनेगा तो फिर कब बनेगा? शान मसूद का बैटिंग सब तैयार हो गया।
I have Haris Habib with me in the commentary box. Haris Habib, looking back at the tournament, what do you think have been some of the great performances of the tournament, both in terms of bat and ball? Obviously, Hassan Naqvi just played a brilliant innings in the final. But looking at the other great innings, we'll talk about the batting first. What are some of the memorable moments, memorable batting moments in the tournament so far? Uh, which innings do you remember offhand?
Well, I remember an innings played by Akil Javed against Legends, which was at Green Acres. Akil played really well. He was given not out on the first ball, and then he didn't look back, and he scored a very good and quick 50. And this is the innings that I remember. We'll give the mic to Temur Nasir.
Faiz just dabbed that ball towards the third man region for a couple, and that's what he's going to be looking for. He looks at the offside boundary. Outside off stump again, play towards the third man again, and Faiz looks for another double, does not get it this time. The fielder cuts it off very nicely. Oh, but misfield by the bowler. It was a poor throw, and it's resulted in another run given.
लेजेंड्स के ओनर शहरियार अंसारी न्यूयॉर्क से देख रहे हैं मैच, और मुबशिर भट्टी साहब आप सेमीफाइनल देख के निकल गए नीमे नीमे होके खेल के, रुकते थोड़ा ग्राउंड में। शहरियार आप यकीनन बहुत खुश होंगे अपनी टीम की परफॉर्मेंस देख के। वेल बॉल्ड फॉर मी। वैसे तो इस प्रीमियर लीग का आई थिंक जनरली द मोमेंट विच आई रिमेंबर इज फाइज टेकिंग दैट अनबिलीवेबल कैच, वो जो एक लास्ट बॉल पे 12 रन रिक्वायर्ड थे रेनिगेट्स के खिलाफ, और फैजान ने एक बहुत अमेजिंग शॉट, यू नो व्हेन फॉर द बेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इट इट फेल्ट कि वो छिक्का हो रहा है जिसकी वजह से वो 12 रन मिल जाते हैं। सो मेरे हिसाब से इस टूर्नामेंट का सबसे मेमोरेबल मोमेंट वो कैच था। आदिल शाह ने मुझे घूरा है, उन्होंने भी एक अच्छा कैच पकड़ा था। जी आदिल आपका भी कैच बहुत अच्छा था।
I think almost all of us would agree that the best match of the tournament was the Strikers versus Legends match in the group stages. The Legends made only 100 runs batting first, and it looked like Strikers would win easily. But in the last 3 overs, the Legends managed to take 4 wickets and saved 18 runs. And in the end, the Legends won by 1 run. Strikers needed 2 runs to win in the final over, and Hassan Naqvi again bowled a brilliant over. It was a wicket maiden. The wicket was off a run out, but it was a maiden nonetheless, and they won by 1 run. And that's what Legends have been doing throughout the tournament so far. They have been winning the crucial moments. They've played well under pressure, and whenever the big moment has arrived, one of their players stands up and delivers in that moment. Temur Nasir Waraich, what do you think has been the bowling highlight of the tournament so far? I don't mean one individual bowler. I just mean, what match do you remember, a bowling spell that really stands out? Not yours, somebody else's, obviously.
I think Adil's spell against Raiders, not Knight Riders. I think he turned the match. It was only like 6-7 runs per over required, and he bowled 2 or 3 brilliant overs, took the wicket of Uzair Dar, another crucial wicket. And generally people blame the Uzair Dar for that loss, but Adil should get his credit as well. He bowled a really good spell, and for me that was the best spell of the tournament. And over to Zakir.
And I think Raiders की एक bowling performance थी. I think that was against Knight Riders as well. You know, their very first match, they had only scored 129 runs, 120 odd runs. You know, and then nobody was giving them any chance of winning that match. और वो उनका पहला मैच था, और जब वो 130 पे ऑल आउट हो गए तो सबने कहा कि यार ये टीम तो ग्रुप स्टेजेस में भी सबसे नीचे ही आएगी. But then they came out and then they Zain Fakir bowled an excellent spell. So for me, that was the bowling highlight of the tournament. कि उसमें उन्होंने they restricted the Knight Riders to a mere 60 odd runs. So that was perhaps the best team bowling performance of the tournament.
I agree with you, Zach. I think Zain Fakir was the architect of that collapse. He took 4 wickets in that match. I think for me that was the best bowling performance of the tournament, definitely. He's gone for a couple of sixes in his first over from Hassan Naqvi, but that happens sometimes. And as we speak, Zain Fakir completes another good over. The Raiders seem to be going through the motions right now in the final. I think they're resigned to the fact that the match is lost. You don't see any real chirping from them. You don't see any real effort from them to take wickets. I think they're just going through the motions, trying to just get through it all very quickly. It all seems very easy for the Legends right now. Again, Hassan Naqvi has definitely been the difference maker. Faiz Kamar on strike. Ali Rahil, the leg spinner, coming into bowl. Nice ball outside off stump. Faiz places it towards the extra cover fielder. Only a single this time. Ahmed Mela cuts it off at the boundary really well. As I've said, these two batsmen are very experienced. That's what they will keep on doing. Just rotating the stride. Will not take any risks to ensure that their team gets through. And just as I said that, Zain. Oh, he's dropped it. Zain came down the track to hit a 6 of the leg spinner. Did not connect very well. It went to the long off fielder. It was a very simple catch, but Akil Javed dropped it. So throughout the final, the players have made me look very stupid. How? Just as I was saying that neither batsman is going to try anything stupid, Zain comes down the ground and lo and behold, plays a very silly shot. Outside off stump by the leg break. Missed by Zain. A couple of nice overs here, or 3 or 4 good overs here, and maybe the Raiders are in with a chance. At the moment, like I said, it's very easy for the Legends. The pundits in the commentary box or near the commentary box seem to think that the match is not over yet. If the Legends can bowl a couple of tight overs, they're very much in the game. They require around just under 7 and over. Zach and a couple of other pundits seem to think that the Raiders lineup, bowling lineup is very strong, and 2 good overs right here can change the face of the match. I would like to remind all of you that Hassan Naqvi is still in the dugout. He's not out on 53. As per LMS rules, you retire on 50, and then if everybody else gets out, you get to come back into the field to bat again. Zain Labidin cuts it away to the backward point fielder for a single. Faiz is definitely content to take just singles and twos. I think Zain is getting a little bit twitchy. He wants a few boundaries here. He doesn't want to take it right down to the very end. Then Fakir bowls a good ball into the stumps. They take another single. I think Zain is getting a little bit twitchy. We might see him try and hit a boundary in this over. Could result in a wicket, you never know. Here he comes. Zain Fakir to Zainul Abidin. I think Zain is going to try and hit it towards the mid-wicket boundary. Oh, it's very wide outside off stump. It's a wide, but the bowlers were appealing for a stumping. Zain came out of his crease, but then went back inside. The umpire has given it a not out. The keeper could not collect it properly. Could have been very, very tight if he collected it and hit the stumps. Zain is bowling. Zain has made a very nice comeback after the first over disaster. He's not really varying his pace anymore. He's just looking to fire it in quick. But he's varying his line. 2 or 3 balls, he bowls them outside off. And then he goes for the wicket and fires it into the stumps. This one was wide outside off stump. Let's see where he bowls the next one. Zain, the batsman, is definitely twitchy. I think he wants a couple of boundaries. Again, outside off stump. That was a drop catch. Zain Fakir is trying his level best to bring his team back into the game. And the keeper is not at all supporting him. You see outside off stump again, full. Zain tries to hit it towards long off. It's an edge and it goes towards fine third man boundary and it's 4 runs. Unlucky for Zain Fakir. He's bowled very well in this over. He's not happy. He might have gotten Zain ul Abidin out twice, but a poor swing by the keeper. And there's no wicket in the over. And in fact, he gets hit for 4 by the outside edge. Zain ul Abidin, the batsman, looks really uncomfortable against Zain Fakir at the moment. He comes down the track. The ball goes towards the fine leg boundary and it's another 4. Did not connect it properly at all, but the end result is very good for the Legends and nothing seems to be working for the Raiders. Even when they bowl well, it seems that Lady Luck is smiling upon the Legends. Adil Shah has joined me in the commentary box. I'd like to ask Adil who he is personally supporting between Legends and Raiders. He has friends in both teams. So who are you supporting?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम सच्ची सच्ची दोनों को ही सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि दोनों तरफ ही मेरे दोस्त हैं बट जो अच्छी क्रिकेट खेलेगा असल में सपोर्ट मैं क्रिकेट को कर रहा हूँ
जो भी जीते एंड में तो जीतेगा पाकिस्तान
Very politically correct statement by Adil Shah. He does not want to offend the sensibilities of Ahmed Mela, Faiz or Zain ul Abidin. Ali Raheel comes into bowl again. Haris Habib seems to think that this is a bad decision. Haris, could you let us know why?
This may be 1 over too many for the Raiders because Ali Raheel has bowled good 2 overs, has brought back Raiders somewhat in the game. But this is the time that Raiders need to capitalize on good bowling and take 1 or 2 good wickets. They have dropped a few chances of Zain on the past 2 overs. Since it's a low-scoring match, Ali Raheel has bowled good 2 overs. Now he should have been changed with another bowler to mix the bowling length and bowling pace. Disturb the set batsman. The batsmen are not set to face Ali Raheel. Let's see how Ali Raheel bowls.
Ali Raheel comes into bowl to Faiz. Outside off stump again, goes for the cut, and he's gone. That's a huge wicket. Faiz tried to cut it for 4, managed an outside edge, and the keeper has taken it cleanly this time. He dropped a couple earlier, but now he's taken it. Are the Raiders still in it? We'll find out in the next 15 minutes or so. Hamza Rizwan, a squad member of the Raiders team, is very, very ecstatic. He's very happy. He's very happy, and he seems to think that it's a huge wicket and could turn the match. Meanwhile, the captain, Zain ul Abidin, is in still at the crease.
कहने में जा रही हूँ ये नहीं कहा कि सारी सारी बेगुनाह मुझे दलील कर रही हैं हाँ ये कल 13 पे 50 कैसे किए इसने
Majid Niazi is the next batsman in. Ali Rahil bowls a good length delivery. It's on off stump and turns away. Majid just pats it back. The run rate is still around 7 and over. It's very, very manageable. I don't think there's any need for the Legends to panic. They've only lost 2 wickets. Hassan Naqvi is still in the dugout. In case everybody gets out, he will come into bat again. Two runs taken by Majid Niazi off the leg byes. Ali just drifted towards the leg side a little bit. Before the start of the over, Haris Habib was saying that it was a very poor decision to bring in Ali Rahil for another over. But as has been the flow of the game so far, all the commentators, including myself, have been made to look stupid. And I think that's how cricket is. You can analyze the game all you want, but sometimes you get it right and sometimes you get it wrong. Haris, do you think the Raiders are still alive in the game, or is it just a formality? The Legends are going to win.
Well, I'm sure other than the 10 players in the dugout of Legends, every other person is praying that Raiders are still in the game. Very frankly, a lot of people in the ground are following Raiders and they're supporting Raiders right now. Raiders have brought themselves back into the game, and let's see how they now go about it. Mela is all pumped up, and so are other players from the Raiders. They're all nervous. It's all about the game of nerves now. Whoever will keep the nerves will win from here. 10 or 15 runs more. If the Raiders would have scored 10 or 15 runs more, the situation would have been completely different here. This is the first time. This is the first time in about 9 matches that Taimur Nasir is supporting Legends. Now Taimur Nasir wants Legends to win.
Haris seems to think that Raiders is the popular team. As we say in international cricket, everybody's second favorite team. I'd like all the viewers who are watching the game right now to have their say. Which team are they supporting for the final? Wide given by the umpire. The bowler seems to think it brushed the leg, the thigh pad. Sorry, the pad. Very nice slow delivery, but Majid just places it towards the leg side for a single. Faiz is in the commentary box. He's saying that Zain should play sensibly. He should not get all twitchy and not really try for the big hits. Faiz, people seem to think that the match is still not over, but the run required is very low. What do you think? Do you think you have it in the bag, or is it still anybody's game?
There are, there's just one thing that, you and I have played so much cricket. there's one thing that we know actually better than anyone else, that this game is very funny. It it'll give you a low from a very big high. Yes, conventionally speaking, through if there were no such things as cricketing gods, then this was in the bag. But I hope you agree that there is a higher power. There are cricketing gods, and they have a very very naughty funny bone.
Very rightly said, Faiz. Cricket is a funny game and anything can happen. Meanwhile, as we were talking, Majid just flicked a poor leg side ball to the fine leg boundary for another 4 runs. The Raiders have been they've been very poor, especially as a bowling unit. They bowled a couple of nice deliveries, but by and large, they've been all over the place. Ali Bhatti comes into bowl again, trying to get it on a good length. It's full, it's straight, and the batsmen take a single. As Faiz was stating earlier, cricket is definitely a funny game. I personally don't think that the Legends should leave it to the last over. I still feel that it's advantage Legends. But they need to be mindful of the run rate in the fact that it should not go above 8, because the pressure of the chase sometimes gets to teams in the finals. And they are in a very strong position. They still have a lot of batsmen to come. I think one of these two batsmen should be looking to hit boundaries. I don't generally mean aerial boundaries, but they should be looking to pepper the offside field, especially the point and the cover region, because Ahmed Mela has left a relatively large gap between the extra cover and the backward point square third man region. And in fact, as I speak, the bowler is changing the field. The cover point remains still in the covers. And the point fielder is basically now a wide third man. So there's a huge gap between in the cover and the point region. If Majid or Zain can cut this bowler, it's definitely going to go for 4. And even if it goes slowly, it's going to be a double. Majid plays it towards third man for just a single. Ali Rahil has bowled really well so far in this tournament, and he's carrying that form into the final. I personally think that he's been the standout bowler for the Raiders in this innings so far. He should have gotten Zainul Abidin out already, but poor fielding. This time the ball is full, it goes straight. Good fielding by the long on fielder, and it's just a single. Adil Shah, do you think they should maybe go for a couple of boundaries right now? Or do you think their plan is solid? They're just taking singles. Do you think this is a good plan, or maybe they should try and hit a few boundaries now?
मेरा ख्याल है कि माजिद न्याजी को ना शॉट्स खेलनी चाहिए, क्योंकि सिंगल्स वगैरह तो आ ही रही हैं, वो तो इजीली ले रहे हैं. जैन को चाहिए कि वो सिंगल्स पे दे, और माजिद न्याजी को चाहिए कि ही शुड ट्राई सम शॉट्स, ताकि मैच लास्ट ओवर तक ना लेके जाए. इस मैच को 1-2 ओवर पहले ही ख़त्म होना चाहिए. तो आई थिंक कि माजिद न्याजी शुड गो फॉर इट.
I agree with Adil Shah completely. I don't think they should leave it to the last over. And I think in this kind of a situation, Zain being the more important batsman of the two, Majid should be the one who should be trying, maybe take a risk, maybe go for a boundary. And if he gets out, like I keep saying, Hassan Naqvi is still in the dugout. On the last ball, there was a huge appeal for a run out. But the umpire decided, I think rightly so, that it was the batsman was safe in the crease and they take a couple. Zain tries a huge slog towards the long on boundary, and he misses it completely. Asad Bukhari is reminding all the viewers that in the last Premier League, the situation of the final was exactly the same. A similar run rate required, similar wickets in hand, and the chasing team lost it. Asad Bukhari seems to think that history is repeating itself and the legends are going to lose. The Raiders are going to pull off a miracle. The other pundits, Numan and Haris, seem to think that it's still very easy for the legends and they're going to take the trophy. 36 runs required in 6 overs. 5 wickets in hand. Sorry, 6 wickets in hand. Ahmed Mela coming into bowl. Out of the 6 overs, it seems that Ahmed Mela is going to bowl 3 of them. 2 by Sharjeel Niazi and 1 by Zain Fakir. I think these are the 6. This is how the 6 overs will pan out. But these are all good bowlers, I must remind you. It will not be a walk in the park, but the run rate is, too low. 9 times out of 10, you would back the batting team to get this. Good length ball into the stumps by Ahmed Mela. Majid Niazi plays with a straight back towards the long on fielder. It's a miswheel and it goes for 4. Very, very poor by Sharjeel Niazi. Ahmed Mela is just looking at him perplexed. Very disappointing for the bowler. And it just keeps getting easier for the legends. The Raiders have done themselves no favors by having probably one of their worst days in the field today. They've dropped, I think, 2 or 3 catches. They've missed a couple of stumpings. Generally, they have not been active in the field. And when you're defending 150, you need all of these things to go your way. RS is saying that this is the pressure of a final. It's a game of nerves, and nerves make you do funny things. The legends also seemed a little bit shaky at the start of their bowling innings, but I think those 2 or 3 early wickets really helped them. And once they broke the partnership of Salman and Ali, I think they made a huge comeback. 58 runs. That's another catch drop. It was an inside edge. It was, mind you, it was a difficult catch, but the keeper could not hold on to it, and it goes for 4 again. So as I was saying, I think the legends made a very nice comeback while they were bowling in the last 8 or 9 overs. In the last 9 overs, the Raiders could only manage 57 runs. I think that was the biggest difference between the two teams, and that was a crucial juncture in the match. The first, I think, 15 overs were very seesaw, and it was a very closely fought game. Raiders started well, then Legends took a wicket, then Raiders hit a couple of boundaries, then Legends took a wicket. It was a very seesaw and a very interesting match from a neutral point of view. But the second inning so far has all been Legends, and I think the first over from Hassan Naqvi really set the tone. Those 2 sixes he hit of Zain Fakir were very demoralizing. And I think the Raiders have been playing catch-up cricket ever since, and really they've not been able to catch up. And their fielding has really let them down. Slow ball by Ahmed Mela, just tapped away by Zain for no run. 28 runs to go. Zen looking to finish the game for his team. 28 runs separate him and his trophy. Outside off stump, cut away by Zen. But it goes more towards the cover region. It's just a single. Majid Niazi refuses the run. That's the end of the over. 27 to go in 5 overs. Shajir Niazi coming to bowl. They need like 2 wickets in this over to really come back into the game. Poor ball on the legs, and Zainul Abidin just flicks it again for 4. The first 10 or 12 balls, Zainul Abidin played them really poorly. He should have been out 3 times already. He was dropped headlong off. He was dropped by the keeper. The keeper missed a stumping. But since then, I think Zen has reined himself in, and he's ever since Faiz got out, he's playing very responsibly, and he's looking to finish the game, and I think he's doing a good job. Shajir Niazi trying to correct himself. Good length outside of stump. Down to the cover region for a single. 22 runs to go. 4.5 in 4.5 overs. Good length ball outside off stump again. Then Majid, pats it to the long on fielder for another single. He plays with a very straight bat. It was a back foot punch of back foot punch. Towards the long on region, and I think it was a very nicely compact shot for a single. Outside off stump, wide. Keeper misses it again. It will go for 4. That's 5 runs. I think around 16 runs to get now. You can hear the chants from the dugout now. Legends seem to think the match is all but over. And they're very, very ecstatic as well. They should be. They've had a very, very good run in this Premier League. They've been the best team by far, and I think they genuinely deserve to win the tournament. They played the best cricket. And outside off stump again, Zainul Abidin wants to. Majid refuses the run. As the final comes down to a close with only 15 or 14 runs to get, I'd like to ask the commentary panel, who do you think has been the standout performer for the Legends team? Who do you think is their man of the tournament?
Well, for a team to win a tournament, they always want an inspirational figure in their team. And for Legends, I guess this was Faiz Kamar. Probably the toughest decision that Faiz have made a lot of tough decisions, and the toughest decision was not to play Taimur Nasir. And so for me, Faiz Kamar is the inspirational, is the man of the tournament for Legends.
मेरे लिए भी फाइज कमर क्योंकि हसन नकवी प्लेयर ऑफ द डे है बट फाइज कमर की ओवरऑल परफॉर्मेंस एज यू कैन सी ऑन द चार्ट्स एज वेल कि फाइज कमर टॉप ऑलराउंडर है टॉप बैट्समैन So for me, Faiz Kamar is the man of the tournament.
Ji, I would agree with Adil Shah कि in this season Faiz bhai not only has performed with the bat, he's done well with the ball and उन्होंने फील्डिंग से भी 2 मैच जीते हैं. इवन टुडे उनका एक बहुत अमेजिंग रन आउट था पहले इस मैच के अंदर ही, जिसकी काफ़ी कंट्रीब्यूशन थी बिकॉज अली रहील उस वक्त बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे थे. तो इन टर्म्स ऑफ द होल टूर्नामेंट इट्स ऑब्वियसली फाइज कमर एंड फॉर टुडे इट वुड बी हसन नकवी. उन्होंने दोनों मैचेस में मैच विनिंग परफॉर्मेंस की है. सो दीज आर माय predictions, I guess.
I think I would also agree with you. I think Sharjeel Niazi and Faiz Kamar were the two really standout players throughout the tournament. But based on the performance in the final and the semi-final, I think I also have to agree that Faiz has done a really good job. And for me, he is also man of the tournament. But I would also like to point out that I think Zainul Abidin, the captain, has done a really good job as well. He's been very calm. He's been very cool. And it's always difficult to manage a set of players who are playing together collectively for the first time. And I think Zainul Abidin has done a really good job as a captain. He's had some nice tactical choices, good selections, and I mean, a really calm and collected figure in the field. I think that's really important. Faiz is an inspirational figure. He's an excellent all-rounder, but he's a bit of a hothead. And I think Zainul Abidin is more suited to captaincy in this format. And I think it was a very good call by the Legends team to make Zain rather than Faiz the captain and make Faiz the vice captain. And I think it's really paid off for them. Zain Fakir bowling his last over, bowling wicket to wicket. The match is all but over. And everybody's just going through the motions. 7 runs to go, and the bowler bowls wide. The keeper fails to collect again. And that's... the ball is stopped. I think so. I'm not exactly sure how many runs those are, but they're like 3 or 4 runs. My apologies. I thought it was a wide ball, but it's actually hit the pad of the batsman. A bit of confusion here as to whether there was a wide or it hit the batsman. If the ball hit the batsman's pad and he wasn't offering a shot, then he, by cricketing rules, he cannot take a run. That's a very odd decision. They've given it as runs. But if the batsman is not offering a shot and it hits him on the body, he cannot take a run. Whether I personally believe that it's a wrong decision, I don't think it's going to affect the outcome of the game. Outside off stump, Zain slashes it towards the point region. It goes for... no, it doesn't go for 4. I thought the match was over then and there. But they still have a couple of runs to go.
जैन परसों से बैटिंग कर रहे हैं, 50 नहीं हुआ अभी इनका. बहुत अनकैरेक्टरिस्टिक, अनजैन लाइक इनिंग्स है. अगर वैसे भी अभी रिसेंट फॉर्म इनकी देखी जाए तो इससे ज़्यादा तेज तो ये जैन बोलते हैं जिस हिसाब से रन करे. जैन ने बॉलिंग कितनी खेली? थोड़ी सी lucky innings, but then one has to take all the luck that comes their way, and Zain certainly has today. एक ड्रॉप कैच, एक मिस स्टंपिंग, एक ही कैच ड्रॉप हुआ, एक और भी 2 ड्रॉप कैचेस जी मुझे मालूम हुआ. But then again, Zain has led this team really well. He has made some bold calls. Not playing Zishan Ranja in the finals, on the finals day. So that's a very big call as well. और सुना है कि आज हमजा रिजवान का दम पुख्त हो रहा है स्पाइस ऑफ ईस्ट में. लेकिन हमजा भी थोड़े से मुझे हंस रहे हैं बहुत ज्यादा, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रही है कि इनकी टीम हार रही है और इनके चेहरे पे ये स्माइल क्यों है। और बाकी तमाम प्लेयर्स अपनी टीम के साथ डग आउट में बैठे हुए हैं, लेकिन हमजा रिजवान मुसलसल कमेंट्री रूम में सुबह से आए हुए हैं। शर्ट रेडर्स की पहनी हुई है इन्होंने, लेकिन कोई लॉयल्टी शो नहीं कर रहे हैं। जैसे ही हसन न्याजी इस तरफ देखते हैं तो साथ ही यस करके भाग जाते हैं थोड़ा सा ग्राउंड की तरफ, फिर वापस आ जाते हैं। और देखिए मैं एक खड़े होके मैं लेजेंड्स का वो देख रहा हूँ कैंप, सारे बॉयज रेडी हैं। और एक और जैनुल आबिदीन का इसी असना में कैच छूट गया है। तो बहुत इस इंसान की जो है ना किस्मत आज चल रही है। दो या तीन रन रिक्वायर्ड हैं सिर्फ जीतने के लिए। और जैन जो है ग्लोरी के लिए जा रहे हैं, लेकिन वो बिल्कुल मिस कर रहे हैं। मीलों दूर गेंद उनके बैट से। हाँ। हैदर बुखारी मीनवाइल बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग करते हुए, एक लॉस्ट कॉज आया थोड़ा सा, लेकिन फिर भी दिस गाय इज बॉलिंग रियली रियली वेल। देयर यू गो अगेन, वेल बॉल्ड हैदर बुखारी। सरप्राइजिंगली ये मैच बहुत ज़्यादा क्लोज चला गया है। एक स्टेज पे तो हसन नकवी की जो ब्लिस्टरिंग इनिंग्स थी, बाउंड्री लाइन के करीब शजील न्याजी, एक रैंक फुल हॉप और साथ ही जैनुल आबिदीन सुहेल ने 4 रन बना के ये फाइनल जीत लिया है लेजेंड्स ने। जैनुल आबिदीन शोधे होते हुए एक नहायत घटिया इनिंग्स खेल के भी उनकी शेखी का कोई आलम नहीं, नॉट आउट की आवाजें लगा रहे हैं। उनकी अपनी टीम उनके लिए नहायत गंदे अल्फाज इस्तेमाल करती हुई, लेकिन बड़ी खुशी का आलम इस वक्त लेजेंड्स के कैंप में।
टीम का। लेजेंड्स आ गए मैदान में।